Hi, this is DJ DarkX, aka Jesse, and I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to convert your impulse tracker music into SPC files using IT2AMK. Essentially, what you're going to need uh, for starters is AddMusicK, the latest version, vanilla. Don't get any other versions or any other kind of modified versions that might come with extra features because they won't work. Just get 1.0.6, the original vanilla, download it, extract it somewhere. I already have it here, but at the same time, what you want to do is you also want to grab IT2AMK. I'll provide a link in the video description, or you can just do IT2AMK on Google and it should bring you to this page. The download link, once you actually download the application, or rather the converter, it'll come in a zip file. All you really need to do is unzip it right into the AddMusicK folder. Basically, put all the contents of the IT2AMK tool or the zip file for it, put it all in here, and you're good to go. One important file we're gonna have to keep open, or at least just kind of open for now, AddMusic_list.txt. The reason for that is so that this way it will know what to do. It'll know what to look for. Okay, so I was working on this last night when I was making that video. I deleted it, but I'm remaking it now, but this is going to be a much shorter tutorial. This is assuming that you already have the knowledge on how to make Super Nintendo music, either by ripping samples or making brand new samples, etc., etc. You can actually make envelopes, custom envelopes with this, using OpenRod Plug Tracker, using Shizm Tracker, whatever you want to use. But you just got to make sure that it's in IT format. At the same time, any envelopes that you create here, they will be attempted, or the tool will attempt to make them as accurate, to remake them as accurately as possible in ADSR. If not, you can be a lot more precise with actual values here in the instrument or sample name. But in this case, I put it in instruments name in instruments because it's a little, I think it's a little longer, and it's a little easier for me to read, especially when I'm going through the instrument list just like this. A quick note, as you can see here, it's showing A, that's basically for the ADSR, and then these are the different values that you're going to need. They aren't, obviously it's not clearly explained. The IT2AMK does come with some documentation. Some of it is redundant. It can be condensed a little bit further, and I did learn a few things after working with it, but just check documentation on how to get this working. But some of it isn't so clear cut. I will provide my own HTML files showing the information that I basically put together, so this way it'll be a little easier to understand. Either way, this basically just shows a regular sustain with no release. You can actually put in the sustain or the regular ADSR along with a release envelope. So this is the regular play envelope. If you put R, and let's say FF 0000, that's the release, and then you can put E for echo. But that's not what we're going to do. The crash symbol is just as is, no echo. If you want an instrument to have an echo, you can always add E in between this symbol right here, which is a tilde, but just not on shift. Enclose it in those, make sure that anything for echo commands or ADSR is basically within these two symbols, these two little apostrophes or ticks, however you want to put them. and that way the converter will know what to do with that instrument. Over here in comments, you do the same thing. Make sure that there's 2 lines along with author, game, echo, for master, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to add. You don't have to have all of this, but this is all the information I put in. If you want echo, make sure you type in echo. These 2 values at the front are the level, which, as you know, takes up memory. This is the feedback level in hex, and this is left and right volume on the echo. For filter, if you know what your FIR filter is, you're good to go. If not, don't worry about it. Master is master volume, overall volume, left and right channel, game, author, etc., etc. There is stuff that is a little bit more complex. Here you can actually add MML commands, which is also in the documentation I provide, that where you can basically do what's the best way to put it? Like legato, like true legato, or tone portamento, because it doesn't support it natively. So you'd have to do it through MML. It's really not that difficult once you start working with it, and you can even do pitch bending using this method to get similar results without having to do like 2 extra notes, or if you want finer control, then you can basically go from there. Okay, so simple as that. Put in the name. I like to have the sample volume at 48, global volume at max, and then also global volumes for all the different instruments. I like percussion to be louder, because if not, it can be a little quieter, as the main instruments can be at around 48, 32, whatever you want to do. You can even have a max volume if you really want to. Let's give this a quick listen. Okay, cool. I know it's probably picking it up on the mic. I'm sorry about that. Okay, now save it as an IT file. This is just normal IT. As in OpenMPT, it's set on the defaults. Make sure that the old effects is enabled. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but either way, it's for compatibility's sake. What you're going to save it to, you're going to save it to the modules folder in AddMusicK, after you've already extracted the IT2AMK folder here. It'll add a modules folder. To put the module in here, open AddMusicK list right here, type in the name of the music, but don't put IT, keep it as MML. Save it, and either minimize it or close it out, but I usually keep it minimized in case I need to, in case I'm working on more than just one piece and I'm just switching between them, etc., etc. Then all you have to do is make sure that you start up the command line, head over to where IT2AMK is, and all you have to do is this. You type in IT2AMK. In this case, it's QLEX2, and enter. No, don't put in any kind of extensions. Not .it, not .mml, just QLEX2. Type it in, enter. It converts everything. Since I don't have an SPC player by default for this, it'll come up with that certificate error, and it's done. Check SPC's folder. There it is. Done. Very simple way of converting your IT files to AMK's MML format, and then also to SBC. It does it all for you. You don't have to worry about trying to convert it step by step or anything like that. It does it all for you. This is a fantastic tool. It does have its limitations, but if you can get around those limitations, it's such a fantastic tool. It basically makes the process a lot more streamlined, ups your audio quality overall, and it really is a fantastic tool to use. It basically just It doesn't use any special commands really. You just go with what you have in a regular IT file, and if you need to add anything in specifically, then you can do it through the AddMML commands. But for the most part, you're basically good to go. Anyway, that should do it. And this is DJ Dark X signing off.